All right, so in this lesson, I'm going to be talking about average order value optimization. Now, average order value optimization is important because you want to make sure that you're getting the highest amount per sale that you can be getting, which allows you to spend more on ads. And so this is very important, and you want to make sure that you do this once you start generating a little bit of traffic. Now, you really don't, it's not that important to start off doing average order value optimization when you're first starting a new store, because you don't even know, that's not the main priority. The main priority is figuring out a way to get traffic and to generate sales and to get a good conversion rate. And then once you get that going, then you can start split testing these different optimization techniques that I'm going to be talking about in this lesson. So first off, pre-purchase. Now this is the first thing that you should be testing, pre-purchase upsells. So pre-purchase upsells, there's two main ones that I like to use, and I'm going to be showing you an example for each after I explain them. So pre-purchase. Basically, this is when you upsell people before they finish their order. So the two ways that I like to do it is either with discounted pricing, and this is quantity break. So I'm sure you guys have seen this before, and this is just like, buy 2, get 10% off, buy 3, get 15, buy 4, get 20, things like that. And this is just, tiered pricing to encourage people to buy more. Now this can work great. And so that's one thing that you can do. And then the other one is a discounted upsell in the cart. Now this is when the cart meets certain requirements, then you can have a little pop-up in the cart that says, add this item to your order for 30% off, or for only $5, or, get an extra pair for $5. Things like that. That's a discounted cart upsell, and those can also work really well. And so the best option for you really depends on the type of product that you have. And so what I would recommend doing is split testing both. So what you can do is you can set up, let's say, discounted pricing, so quantity breaks. You can set that up for 1 day. You can set that up for 2 days, and then let it running for 2 days and see what your average order value is over those 2 days. And then switch to a discounted upsell, discounted cart upsell. I'm going to show you an example for both once again. Switch to a discounted cart upsell, then leave that going for 2 days, and then see which one gives you the best average order value. Is it the discounted pricing or the discounted upsell? And so this is what I did for Flex Posture. So for Flex Posture, the one that ended up bringing the highest average order value was this quantity breaks. And so I had a simple quantity breaks, buy more, pay less. And then if they bought more than 2, I would give 15% off. And if they bought 3 or more, I would give 20% off. And so this gave me a better average order value than discounted upsells. So to set this up, I like to use the app Discounted Pricing. And all I did was minimum quantity, 15% off. And then 3, 20% off, and then you'd select the product. Really straightforward how to set this up. And so that's what I did. Now for the other option that I was talking about, a discounted upsell, this is what I was testing. I was saying get 50% off another back brace. And so this one didn't work as well, but for another store that I'm running right now, I'm doing something very similar to this, and it's working amazingly. And so you really do want to split test both to see what works best for you. And so this one you can say, get 50% off for another back brace. You could even say like buy 1, get 1 50% off. And so, they add 1 to cart, and then they get to the cart, and then they see buy 1, get 1 50% off, add to cart, and then it adds it to the cart. And so that's a discounted cart upsell, and those can also work quite well. Now, another thing you can do with quantity breaks, and this is something that I could have done with Flex Posture, is you can test charging for shipping by default. So let's say that let's just go to US dollar prices so everything's easier. This thing's giving me a hard time. There we go. And so $25.99. So let's say that I'm giving a 15% discount. So I could say free shipping for all orders over $40. So I could have that as my banner right here. Free shipping for all orders over $40. And I tell them that if you buy 2, you get a 15% discount. And so now they're going to have 2 reasons why they should order 2, right? Because they want free shipping and they get a 15% off discount. And so that's another way that you can really convince people to upsell people. You can charge shipping by default and then upsell them. If they get 2, then they get free shipping. And so that's another thing you can do pre-purchase. And so you really want to test all these different combinations, find the best way to increase your average order value. And so I think that's something that I didn't focus enough on for Flex Posture, and that's something that I'm focusing a lot more on my new stores. And so, as you can see, it's not 100% critical. You can still get by without heavily testing different upsell combinations, but it will help you profit the most with your store. Now, the other way to upsell, let's go back to this presentation. So yeah, split test both of these and then pick the one that works best. Now, the other way to upsell is post-purchase. Now, I wouldn't recommend getting into post-purchase upsells unless you're actually doing big numbers. You're already scaling, to 5K a day or more. And this is when, a lot of people recommend testing Zipify one-click upsell, which is a post-purchase upsell. Now, there's other alternatives to this as well. You can use CartHook, but most people recommend Zipify one-click upsell. And so what this does is it replaces the Shopify checkout, and it allows you to upsell someone after the checkout. So once someone finishes placing their order, you can have another pop-up that says, wait, your order isn't finished yet. Add this, for an extra only $5, you can get another one or something like that. And so the good part about post-purchase upsells is that it's supposed to be the best time to upsell because, people, when you want to get that first sale first, right? Remove all the friction. And so when you add upsells in like the cart, for example, that can be considered friction. It could scare people away and it could hurt your conversion rate. Now, in my experience, I haven't really seen that much friction by pre-purchase upsells. And so that's why I'm not that big of a post-purchase upsell guy. But if you want to really test everything, this is something you should be testing. Zipify one-click upsell. Then you can, instead of doing pre-purchase upsells, you can upsell them after checkout. And you can even just do both. You can upsell them before and then upsell them after checkout if you really want to be pushy. Now, this is not something I necessarily recommend, but this is something you can start testing. And so I tested this for Flex Posture, and the results weren't that great. And I didn't test. To be fair, I didn't test it extensively, but just to show you what I was doing, and then give you an idea. So you do want to, it is good to test this. And so this is what my Zipify one-click upsell looked like. So they would finish their order and it said, wait, your order is not complete. And then one-time offer, 50% off our best-selling posture corrector. And then, they would have the opportunity to buy another one for 50% off. And then, and then at the end it says, no thanks, I'll pass. And then there would be like a countdown here in real time. And so that's the idea. That's how you can use a post-purchase upsell to increase your average order value. And this is only something that I recommend doing once you already are scaling. When you're just starting out, that's not the main priority. Is focusing on getting an ad that can drive conversions, and then having a website that converts people. So, and then once you have those things in place and you want to increase your profitability, that's when you can start thinking about different strategies to increase the average order value. So that's it for this lesson, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.